Welcome to the sunniest city in Europe, Alicante, Spain. We're here at our Airbnb right in the center of the city, which is really nice. We've stayed outside of the center in a couple places we've been recently. We're glad to be right here where all the action is, and we have an amazing view here. Right over the old town, and we have a beautiful view of the Santa Barbara Castle. It's really unbelievable. We're so happy with this place so far. And speaking of sunny weather, it's beautiful today, and we're gonna take advantage of that by doing what most people probably come to Alicante for, which is going to the beach. So we'll see you guys there. We came down to the beach and it's really nice. Probably my favorite city beach so far, actually. It's really beautiful and it's so warm out. What's crazy is that it's the middle of November and this beach is full of people.
Yeah, we actually didn't expect this many people. We were thinking we'll be the only ones and maybe a couple more people, but it's definitely full of people and really beautiful. I'm so happy we're here.
Yeah, there's even people in the water, so maybe I'll try that as well. We'll see. I just felt the water and it's pretty cold, so I doubt we'll actually go swimming, but the water's so clear, the sand is so soft and clean. I really like this beach a lot compared to others we've seen. I definitely get why people are coming here for this beach.
Yeah, and it feels so nice just sitting on the sun, especially during this time of the year. We're probably gonna stay here until sunset, honestly, and just absorb the sun and enjoy it.
We really enjoyed getting to stay on the beach for a while today and enjoy this amazing weather. Now we're gonna go for a short sunset walk. For a walk, we came to Explanada de España, the main promenade along the waterfront and the Marina here. It's lined with restaurants and palm trees. It's really, really pretty. I think it'll be a nice sunset. The waterfront here is amazing and we have a beautiful view behind us for sunset. The castle on top of the hill with the sky turning pink and orange, all these pretty buildings along the water and the palm trees. It's really, really nice. We're liking it so far. What's your opinion on Alicante so far? What's your first impression?
I really like it. It's probably, like you even mentioned, my favorite beach city so far in Spain. I wasn't impressed by beaches in Spain, but this one was really nice. And the city itself, the architecture, I'm amazed. Again, and this sunset reflecting in the water, really beautiful.
It's getting dark now, so we're gonna head to the grocery store so we can cook some dinner for tonight. We really were glad to relax today and be in the sun, which we definitely recommend you do as well when you come to Alicante. But we're also really excited to see more of what this city has to offer tomorrow, so we'll see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, we're on to day 2 here in Alicante, and to start off today, we're going to be going to the top of the Santa Barbara Castle. This is the castle that we showed you we have a view of from our apartment window, so now we're going to try to see the view of the city from the opposite perspective. So yeah, we're really excited about that. On the way up, we're passing through the Santa Cruz neighborhood, and it's really cute and picturesque here, and we're already getting some really cool views of the castle and of the city from here. So honestly, we're getting a little bit lost trying to find the entrance to this castle. We keep hitting dead ends. Not the worst thing ever because this neighborhood's really pretty to walk around. And there's people that we can see up on the walkway. So it's obviously open. We just can't find out where we're supposed to be going. Like for example, we thought it was gonna be this here, but that's closed. And I don't know if you can see the entrance through there is closed off as well. So I really am not sure how people got up there. We're gonna keep looking though. We'll let you know where it is once we find it. All right guys, looks like we may have found the entrance. Or at least hopefully. We're gonna head through here and see where it takes us. There's 2 options to go here. I'm guessing up is going to be the right way, but we're not really sure because there's no signs. It's a little bit confusing to find this right now, but we did see yesterday there's a clearly marked entrance for the elevator. Apparently you can take an elevator up, but that's a little bit too boring for us, so we're going to keep trying to find the way to walk up. Okay, I think we figured it out now. We came to this park with a lot of people passing by on their way up, so this must be the way up now. What we were confused by is we read something online that said we could go up the wall, which maybe is just no longer the case because the entrance we found to that was completely closed off, so that might just be closed altogether. We did see some people on there, but I'm not really sure how they got there. They might have climbed the fence or something. There's a lot more people over this way now, but the staircase we saw people on was there, that one. So yeah, that's the part that was closed off. But now we're in this park and there's a lot of people going up this way, and we can see people going up to the castle now. So I think the way to get there has just changed from when the information we read online was written. So the entrance to this castle that we're walking up is in Parque de la Areta. What it seems like is that there's several ways to get to this point, but once you're here, you're going in the right direction. We're getting close to the top and we can see the mountains on the other side of the fortress now, and it's so beautiful. You can really see so much from up here, really pretty scenery. We also figured out you can access the wall from up here. So, not sure if you can get to it from the bottom, but you can get to it from the top. So at least we can see a little bit of it. Really, really nice views from here as well. We're officially to the entrance of the castle. It's really beautiful already, and this castle has a lot of history to it. This dates all the way back to the 9th century and was built by Muslims in the area, so really old, and has been used by a lot of different people since then. By the way, admission to this castle is completely free, and it seems like once we're inside, we're free to just wander around wherever we want to. For a lot of other more visited tourist sites in Spain, you've had to buy an admission ticket, and usually very far in advance, and then once you're inside, it's a lot more controlled. So I like how this is free, and you have sort of some freedom to explore it how you want to. This castle has several of these viewpoints sticking off the side out over the cliff here, and you can really feel how high we are. This castle is actually on Mount Benacantil, and it's 166 meters above the sea. You can really have awesome views from here. This castle has really incredible views of the Mediterranean Sea down below us. We can actually see right down onto the beach that we were on yesterday. It feels like there's just an endless number of spots to come up on this wall and have an amazing view. Just the blue water and pink sky with the sun setting, the combination of that is unreal, really. This is one of the prettiest views I've seen in Spain so far, for sure. We made it up to the top of the castle and the views are absolutely incredible. We were hoping we'd be able to stay up here as the sun sets, but it looks like they're going to kick us out. Just like usual in Spain, once it gets close to closing time, they are really eager to get everyone to leave so they can go home. But yeah, still even really beautiful right now. This is the view I really can't get over. These mountains to the north of us. I know it doesn't look as good on camera as it does in person. These mountains are really, really incredible. And of course, the view over the sea has been really, really beautiful as well. We came outside the castle now and we can see sunset really well from the wall here. It's so colorful and we have a view of it over the entire city. We're on our way down the hill from the castle now, and we were really impressed with this castle today. We really enjoyed it a lot. The views were incredible. Like I mentioned, some of the best we've seen in Spain so far, I think. So if you're ever in Alicante, this is definitely something you have to do. But we're gonna start heading down now because it's getting dark. We came down the way that we probably should have gone up. It definitely seems like the official entrance to the park and the fortress. Everyone else seems like they had this figured out already. I think we were the only ones confused, and I think that's because we read some outdated information. So you should be able to figure out how to get up pretty easily and not be lost like us. But I can maybe try to link something to this location to help you guys find it. There's one thing I wanted to say real quick before we close the day. I briefly mentioned how we were getting kicked out of there earlier than we expected to, and that's an experience we've had a couple of times in Spain, actually. It seems that it's pretty normal for them to start making you leave these places a good bit before closing time. For example, today they started yelling at us to leave at 5:30 when the closing time was 6. We've had other cases where it was much worse than that. They start telling you to leave like well over an hour before they're supposed to close, and they're kind of rude about it right from the start, which is a little bit annoying. I kind of get it because people don't really listen to them and they have to deal with that every day, which I'm sure is frustrating. Obviously, there's still a lot of things we really love about Spain as well. We keep telling you guys how awesome it is, and we mean that. But yeah, I just wanted to address that because it's happened to us a couple of times, and there have also been cases where the opening and closing hours as listed aren't really correct. So that's been frustrating at times as well. So just something to be aware of in general. The opening and closing times here, including siesta, which I'm sure you've heard about, can be a little bit frustrating and hard to figure out at times. We made it back to the Airbnb and we're gonna have some dinner. In case you guys are wondering what we're usually doing for the meals we don't show you, that usually means we went to the grocery store and either got food to cook or got prepared meals there. So I'll show you guys what we're having today as an example. This is actually our leftovers from what we cooked yesterday. It's rice with meat and tomato, cucumber, feta cheese, and Greek yogurt. We're definitely not chefs, but it is pretty good, better than it looks.
Yeah, it's actually really good. We have a couple meals that we rotate through in every place, and this is one of the favorite ones. I really like it, so yeah, I'm excited to eat.
Yeah, and we're gonna enjoy it with our view out the window here of the castle we were just on top of. Good morning, guys. We have another meal to show you here. This is how we start our day almost every single day, which is why you never see us going out for breakfast. It's overnight oats.
Yeah, it actually makes us really full, so we don't have to worry when we leave the Airbnb about finding the food right away. So we're full for the start and can go exploring, and then we look for food later. So that works for us pretty well, and we're satisfied with it.
So today we're going to be taking a walk through the city of Alicante, and we'll be starting off showing you guys the area right around where we're staying here in Old Town. The Old Town is filled with these really nice squares and pedestrian streets with beautiful architecture, and they have so many bars and restaurants where you can sit and enjoy the view and the atmosphere. We're probably going to come back to this area to find some dinner because it looks like a really nice place to sit and enjoy a meal.
The city is really beautiful and it has a lot of nature. Actually, it has a lot of these small, beautiful parks that you can just run into by walking on a normal street. And even just the regular streets has a lot of trees and palm trees and all kinds of flowers.
Yeah, Alicante really continues the trend of something we've really loved about Spain in general, and that's all the greenery in the cities. Parks like this that are full of flowers and lush trees and plants just make it have a really nice feeling to it when you're walking around. We came to a well-known street here in Alicante, Calle San Francisco, and as you can see, it's the one lined with the mushroom statues. Kind of interesting. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it on social media if you've been looking up Alicante. To be honest, I'm not sure what the purpose of them really is, and they also kind of are in bad shape a little bit, covered in graffiti and stickers and stuff. I think it's mainly for kids though. There's like a slide and some of them you can go inside, so yeah, maybe that's the purpose for like kids to play around here. I don't know, kind of interesting, but nothing too special really. We came for a walk around the Marina to enjoy our last sunset here in Alicante. It's not quite the same as the view from the castle, but we do have a view of the castle, so still pretty nice. What we're gonna do now though is head back into Old Town and try to find a place to eat dinner because we're getting hungry. We found a pizza place to stop at for dinner, and we got a pitcher of sangria to share. We also got this appetizer. It sounded so good we had to try it. Mozzarella cheese wrapped in bacon. Looks really good. So how is it?
Really good. It has some kind of sauce on it.
The pizza came now too and looks like it's gonna be super delicious.
For dessert, we got a homemade cheesecake and chocolate souffle with an ice cream on top. Seems like it's gonna be really good. So we're back in our Airbnb. The dinner was really nice. We're so full after everything, but we're really happy with our choice of the restaurant. And the whole dinner was around 60 euros, which is not too bad for everything we got. It was a pretty good price, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. We were happy to have eaten in most of our meals so we could splurge on one and really enjoy it. It was worth it. Yeah, we enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, back at our Airbnb now. And by the way, the Airbnb was about 53 euros per night, and we were here 4 nights, so it gives you an idea of like what our expenses were. Everything else was just the grocery store, like we mentioned.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, this was our last night in Alicante, so time to give our final thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Alicante. It's a really nice beach city. I would say I like the castle. That was like really fun activity to do, just like hiking and climbing to get up to the castle is probably what I would say like top 1 recommendation to do in Alicante. But I also really like the beach here, and the city is really cute. All in all, I really like Alicante. I wouldn't even be able to say what I didn't like about it. Maybe one thing that we're here right above the club, and it's really loud until, I don't know, 5 a.m. or early in the morning. So that's maybe the only thing, but we're kind of used to, since it was like that in all the other places in Spain. So yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Alicante as well. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but totally different feel than Andalusia and the south of Spain. A lot of similar things as well, but there were a lot of things that just felt different to us. That's hard to really like put into words, but yeah, definitely a total different place. You have to see multiple parts of Spain. I feel like we've seen a lot of Andalusia now. We saw Madrid, and now coming a little bit further north to Alicante, we're definitely starting to notice some of those regional differences, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I like it a lot as a beach city. I like how, even though it's like a smaller place, it still has the feel of a city, and there's stuff to do here, places to go out, lots of restaurant choices, that kind of thing. So yeah, it just feels like a really nice place to come. I maybe agree that if I was just like coming somewhere just for the beach, this maybe is my favorite place I've seen so far. And also, just to mention, we were going at a little bit of a slow pace on this trip, as you may have noticed. We're traveling for like a long time, so to maintain our momentum throughout all that, we go a little bit slower. I feel like you could have seen everything we did in a day if you were ambitious, but we really liked this slower pace. But at the same time, you easily could stay here for a lot longer if this is somewhere you wanted to relax and come enjoy the beach. So I could really see it working in either of those situations.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, but that's it. We still have a couple more places to see in Spain. We're getting close to the end now, but we still have a couple of things left. So if you want to see where we're headed to next, then make sure to check out the next video.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.